What's up, guys? This is Paul Salter here, sole owner of Empower Nutrition and Training. Just want to take a few minutes to kind of show you what I do to prepare for the week, what foods I'm eating, and to show you how little time it takes to actually plan ahead to make your meals for the week. Preparing your meals ahead of time is going to guarantee you two things. One, that you know what you're eating, and two, how much you're eating. It's going to go a long way in helping you to achieve those goals. So right here you can see I have started to brown my... And these are pork spare ribs, a pretty lean cut of pork, about 3 grams of fat per ounce of meat. And in the background here you see I've got my rice going, just plain white rice. With the volume of food I'm eating right now, I prefer white rice because it's lower in fiber. It doesn't make me feel bloated all day, so easier to digest. So here's a quick snapshot beforehand. The rice takes 15 to 20 minutes, the pork takes about 20 minutes. We'll reconvene in a little bit and I'll show you how easy it is to prep the pork with the rice for the week. Alright guys, here we are again working on meal prep for the week. I'm going to pack my first 3 lunches for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Got our spare pork ribs from earlier, our rice, I've got some chicken that I cooked earlier, my 3 Tupperwares, 1, 2, 3, cutting board and scale. So I'm going to portion out my rice and my meat for the week. I mix up my chicken and pork just to keep it interesting. You know, I use different spices every week, but again, chicken every day at lunch with rice gets monotonous, so I try to mix it up between chicken, ground beef, and pork. So I'm going to start cutting up my chicken. I'm going to do 2 days chicken, 1 day pork. So I'm going for 5 ounces of chicken right now. I got some garlic powder, some salt, pepper, and some chili powder on this chicken. Make sure my scale is on the correct mode. Go ahead and start with this. That's 4.5. This should do the trick for 5. You see a little over 5.25. Not going to sweat it at the moment. So that's one done. Go on to the next one. Make sure it's torn. Same thing, 5 ounces again in the next one. This will be for Monday and Wednesday. Grab another chicken breast. Start cutting away. I think this one's got some oregano on there too. That's what the green is, in case you can see it. But again, meal prep does not have to take long. It gives you complete control of what you're eating so you can make healthy choices. When we go long periods without food, that's when we tend to get very hungry, our work starts to suffer, and those cravings come, and we're more prone to making bad choices. We're going to continue now cutting our pork, going for 6 inches of the pork, 6 ounces rather, not 6 inches. This pork was just seasoned with salt and garlic powder, not much to it. Very flavorful on its own, don't want to do too much to ruin it. Baked it at 350 for about 22 minutes. Comes out nice and tender. Check the internal temperature. All is good. Let me get this cut up. I usually have bigger bite-sized pieces than most people, but you can cut it as small or as large as you want. It's going to be packed in my tiny Tupperware with all that rice anyway. And when I bake my pork beforehand, I like to sear it for about 90 seconds on each side after I've already seasoned it, just to help lock in that flavor, give it a little more texture. So now, I'll clean up shortly, we'll move on to the rice, and lastly we'll add our rice. Rice has been sitting out for a little while. For some reason, this brand of rice I'm buying becomes instant sticky rice as soon as I cook it and it cools. Not sure why. Tastes fine, but it's always a little too sticky for my liking. It's like I'm having sushi. Anywho, we're going for 400 grams here. As I mentioned before, small Tupperware, so I really have to do my best to pack it in here. I won't waste your guys' time. But 400 grams is a lot. It's about 112 grams of carbohydrates. Oh, 400 on the dot, perfect. But like I said, everyone's different. Everyone has different calorie needs, so find your needs and do what works for you. Choose healthy carbohydrate sources that aren't rich in fat, cream-based, added saturated fats, any of that nonsense. Stick to your staples, your rices, your potatoes, your oatmeals, your healthy cereals, and you're definitely going to be well on your way to meeting your goal. I'll make sure I have enough rice for all 3 of these meals here, hopefully. Looks like I might be pulling some out of the fridge, but I'll keep going, see what I got to do. Yep, definitely going to have to. Wow. Thought I made a little more. There's a little too much in this one. I know you guys probably think it's gross I'm using my hands so much, but I'm the only one eating and touching it, so it doesn't bother me a bit. And our last one, I'm going to go ahead and just put all this right on in there. I know I'm going to need more. I've got more in the fridge. Just grab that real quick. A little more in the fridge. As you can tell, I go through a lot of rice. I like to buy my rice at Costco because you can buy, 25 pounds for a very cheap price instead of buying those little bags week after week. Because I'm cooking rice every 2, if I'm lucky, 3 days, so might as well stock up on it. A little bit more, and we're good. Oh, tiny bit more, it looks like. Alright, set that to the side, scale off. And here we are. I've got my 3 meals. I got my quality protein and my chicken and my pork, my healthy carbohydrate with my white rice. 3 meals, took about 5 minutes to make. Now I also add carrots every day or bell peppers. Takes not 10 seconds to put carrots into a bag or a Tupperware. My point with this video is to show you how simple it is and how not time consuming it is to pack your meals for the week. You're definitely going to benefit from packing your own food, knowing what you eat and how much you eat, and it's definitely going to make it much easier to reach your goals. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like the Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter at psalter_ent. Until next time, I'm out.